Hey guys, it's Jonathan here, and we are going to have the first video. Technically it's not an introduction video for Wargamers page. This is just a little Pauper play on Moto, or I mentioned the other way on Moto, whatever. And we're gonna do a quick little deck tech, Pauper Delver, nothing big and special, but Pauper Delver, big, obviously the big components of this deck are Delver Secrets, Kiln Feed, and Nivik Cyclops. We run 12 guys, and then we run 29 spells. I'm running 19 land. I've seen some decks that run a bit less. Honestly, I don't think I don't know. 19's a really reasonable thing. Like we hit 3 as our highest, and 19's a really good land. Count, so 4 Delver, 4 Kiln Feed, 4 Cyclops, 4 Gataxi and Probe. Basically a 0 mana cantrip, but it also really helps with seeing what their hand is. Like, you may think at first looking what their hand is trivial, but playing against Black Devotion, or not Black Devotion, Black Pauper, mono Black Pauper, you wind up seeing, should I cast Cyclops now or wait till like in Apostle's Blessing? Speaking of which, Apostle's Blessing, okay, so some decks run the Hexproof, the one from Ravnica, Return to Ravnica, the 1 blue, you can overload it for 1 colorless, 1 blue. Honestly, Apostle's Blessing is just so much better. Not only does it like beat artifacts, basically, but it's just, the overload is almost always irrelevant because you usually only have 1 Cyclops or 1 Kiln Feed out. I'm not gonna lie. Most of the time I don't normally have more. And it's just, some of the time you're gonna wind up being stuck with a mountain instead of the island. And you want to make that mountain useful, because there's nothing more in the pain than like say having a Dispel in hand and they having counters, but all you have is a mountain available. So speaking of Dispel, Dispel basically to stop their killing of your things. But I guess Dispel can work for a lot of other things, obviously. Really good against mono red or burn. Artful Dodge. We have Artful Dodge and Distortion Strikes here. I guess the reason I'm not running 3 Distortion Strikes is because the casting Artful Dodge twice immediately is really useful, because you go Artful Dodge, Cyclops at 7, then you go Assault Strobe, boom, you're swinging 20 turn 4. And so that's why I like 3 dodges, 2 strikes. Some of them run the Shadow Rift, I think is what it's called, the one where target creature gets shadow until end of turn. I'm really not a fan of that one, honestly, because like it's basically an Artful Dodge or Distortion Strike, so I don't see the point. We got 4 Ponder Preordain, obvious card draw, fixer, whatever, like you need to. Salt Strobes, huge part of the deck. Turn your 7/7 Cyclops into a 14/4. Really, honestly, I went up aside strobing the Delvers a lot. One of the biggest plays ever was, like, one of my first plays when I started playing the deck was Delver, go, flip, Distortion Strike, Assault Strobe, swing 8, then next turn, do it again, and then they die to a Bolt. Bolt is a little, I guess, kind of part of my choice. Some decks don't run Bolt, but I think they opt out for the extra ones of these. But I like Bolt because it beats most creatures in this format normally, and it kind of doubles up as another one of these. So I guess instead of double Artful Dodging, you can go Bolt them, and then it adds to that too. So it's like another spell. You know what I mean? And yeah, so 4 gates. Talking about land. Going to sideboard. It's not completely finished. I think I'm missing a few cards to put in. Flame Slash. I usually have 2 of. I guess I gotta fix this up. A 3 Vapor Snag. Really good against creature decks. Not so much mono black because they value the creatures coming in ETBs, but really good against like aggro decks. because they'll swing at you, you return it, they lose a life. One of the plays that I've done was they Bushido'd in Ninja of Deep Hours, expecting to play, and I was like, nope. And I guess they didn't have the days in hand, because that's the it's. So now then we have Mog War Marshal again for the aggro, but I don't know. I guess I could see myself. You put it in against Mono Black probably, and a bunch of different decks. More bolts, more removal, same difference. Spell Pierce is basically Dispel like 3 through 5. Because, well, I mean, it's good against Mono Black because of the enchantments they run. It's pretty good against. It's pretty good against the Mirror. Obviously, same with Dispel. I guess some people run Dispel on the side. Spell Pierce is just so much more flexible. I usually have two more. I have another Flaring Pain and another Flame Slash in here. Flame Slash is basically a Miz, and Flaring Pain is really, it's just for Angus. Angus, if you're watching this, it's because of your fog BS. I'm playing a game with one of my friends, and he slow rolls a fog. Who does that? Whatever. But yeah, 2 Flaring Pains, 2 Flame Slash. And it also helps against the Circle of Protection. Like, Tron uses that a lot. I guess the worst matchups this deck has is definitely Pauper, or Pauper Delver. It's definitely Pauper. Pauper Delver. Mono Black can kind of be a little bit of a hassle, but it's not too much. And I think, oh, Burn might be a little too fast for us, obviously. But besides that, I think that's it for bad matchups. And yeah, so we're gonna go head on to the hospital because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die. So let's get started.